let me just do this. So ESDM, this word I want to introduce to you. There is something called a National Electronics Mission and a policy that was announced a while ago. And a few days ago, the cabinet okayed about 10,000 crores investment to bolster the electronics manufacturing system in the country. The ESDM ante electronic systems design and manufacturing. In this, broadly 6 verticals will come in. That is VLSI and embedded systems, to standard verticals. After that, telecommunications. Then there is computer science, core computer science, information technology and infrastructure, and then there is solar photovoltaic, so energy engineering. So 6 broad sectors have been identified for a push by the government, national government. In this sector, we have a crisis. We are going to consume $400 billion by 2020. If we do at current rates, we'll have $100 billion production only. That means $300 billion we have to import in 2020. So what is happening is there is something known as an intercepted curve that people are talking about. That means the government is, pushing forward newer education policies, encouraging new education initiatives like ours, and then they're coming up with new manufacturing policies. Some of you might have heard of preferential market access and procurement quotas and all those things for Indian manufacturers. So these are all, setting up India into the electronic space like IT was about 20 years ago. That is what is the crux of the situation we are in. So we have a challenge as well as an opportunity. We are here to convert that challenge into an opportunity. Came up with India's first PPP mode master's program. We have the first 24/7 VPN access enterprise lab. We are the first ones to convert to what is known as Washington Accord compatibility. That means 1:2 practicals in courses. We are the first ones to have a guaranteed incubation template. So we pioneered a lot of changes to the education sector. Some of you may remember, we also have about India's largest collection of VLSI software, over 250 million donated to us by Synopsys about 2 years ago, 1.5 years ago. So many people, a lot of my students are from rural areas of AP, and in fact sometimes they come from other states. They have actually benefited. Many of them have gone on to start companies. Many of them have actually, about 11 incubations also have happened. So a lot of people have benefited. A lot of people now make CTCs in the 6 lakhs and above range. So we are comparing to premier institutions. Now we want to take our models forward, and that's why we are tying up with one of India's premier educational groups, JGI, Jain Group of Institutions. They also have a significant presence in Andhra Pradesh. They are Bangalore based, about 70 institutions in 44 campuses. And you can learn more about JGI in a small booklet we have kept there. They have a pan-India presence. So they also have a diverse presence, which is what I'm looking for in scientific, managerial, sports, as well as cultural education. Pankaj Advani is also from the Jain Group. He's a world billiards champion. Shikha Tandon, the Olympic swimmer. So Robin Uthappa. These are some of the famous sports names that come from the Jain Group. So we are basically, coming together to make a joint venture that will benefit India students. So what are we forming? This I can tell you, there are 2 other labs in the world like this. ITRI in Taiwan, and the other one is IMEC in Belgium. ITRI is basically the one that bootstrapped Taiwan's semiconductor industry. IMEC is the one that is the hub of Europe's electronics industry. Only 2 such labs and then some offshoots of those are in the world. We are starting such a lab in India. The complete electronics and computer engineering ecosystem will be finally present in one place in India, where you can get an answer where you can get the best faculty and students from